Okay, hi everybody, I'm here now with the
0mm.
The talking tape measure ready to start on this router jig build. So what I've got here is my talking tape measure.
In 5 seconds.
So
33mm.
let's just count.
0.
So that's 0. I'm just going to measure
115mm.
115 millimeters because I'm going to cut a piece of wood to width for that first. So we need this at 115.
0mm. 28mm. 79mm. 69mm. 60 minus 65,437mm.
Meltdown.
65,447mm. 0.
Okay, anyway, the tape's malfunctioning, so I just opened the tape to the same length as the bed is wide and just used it by holding against. So I'm just going to cut this now. I've had a notification, that can wait. So just cut through there now. So that should be approximately the width of the bedways. Right, so now what I need to do is get this piece that's going to sit in the groove here and get a good blob of super glue on there. Find the activator. Hit the underside of this board with the activator. And then if I feel for underneath there, offer it up, put that on there, and there you go. That should be cool at that. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so here's the sled part, and it's got the piece on the bottom that will locate in the groove of the bedways. So I've found this aluminium shelf rail system. So after having sort of like a cursory feel of everything, here's the guide bushing for the router. Now what I need to do is just feel that there and lock it in place, and then we're about there apart from a midge's widge. So what I'm thinking of doing is attaching this to the top of the sled, and then I've got these pieces here, these longer pieces, and they will attach to the sled either side of that metal track and give me, I mean, I want it to be a bit sloppy so that when I am carving I might wander off just a little bit and it'll give them the carving, because if you freehand it with a carving attachment on your jigsaw, sorry, on your angle grinder, it would look more organic. So I want a bit of slop really. So that's my thinking anyway. So if I turn this
0mm. 261mm.
So I need to cut a length of this the same length as the sled. So we'll go over to the chop saw.
260 millimeters.
Right, well I've just had a bit of a measure and there's notches on this shelving system, so if just feel for what notch. Now this is going to make it a bit longer. Now keep your hand well away from the trigger. Make sure the power's off. So that's going to be about right there. Now don't forget your eye protection, folks. Keep your hands well clear of where the blade will be. Take a firm grip. Now this blade is designed to cut through metal as well. So clamp it down whenever possible. Okay, now let me just check it's turned on now. Let the blade come up to speed and then carefully. And do not reach into anywhere near that blade until it is stopped in the lower position. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully that should be pretty much right on the money, he says, hopefully. Now I need a couple of additional screw holes. It has got some screw holes here in place, but I'm just going to put a couple more in. So just put a punch mark there for the drill, and then one halfway ish between that and that. So and that tape is because I walloped my thumb the other day, split my nail again, so that's cool. So I need to get a drill bit in here now. Right, now what I need to do is get a first fix of the upright, the guide rails, the uprights. So what I'm just going to do is, in my roughly where I need to be, so about here, just give this a good key. Same on the other side. So get one of the uprights, and where did I put that little square now? So I'll put that on there, bring that up in, and I'll super glue it in place. So super glue it in place, do the other side, and then I'm going to build some supporting cantilevers really. What I'm going to do now is just get some bracing on. So I've just got these little, I think the beach blocks. Give them a bit of a sanding. Okay folks, so I've got these blocks super glued in now, so I'm just going to reinforce it with some brads. So just always make sure your hands are well clear. Okay everybody, so the jig's completed here now with its dry paint and it's set up, it's tight right against the work, and this is a project I did at a demo, so I've decided to use it as a sacrificial piece to test and be a proof of concept. So it's clamps there securely, and there's the router, and in the router, let me just get my in the router there, let me check, right, I'm there. I've got the guide bushing and a straight cutting bit, or a flush cutting bit, and it's only got a little bit protruding just for this practice. So I'll go and put the camera on the tripod and get set up, and we'll make a few cuts. Right then everybody, I'm ready to make a cut. So this is securely clamped. The spindle lock is engaged, because obviously you don't want this rotating, be uber dangerous. The power to the lathe is completely off, so what I need to do now is just have a feel for where that goes in there. And I'm going to start this baby now and slide it up. Like that, and it's done nothing because I forgot about the thickness of the timber. So let's have a go with that. I might take some adjustment here. Right, that's in there now. Try this. Right, let's try again. So make sure this is, all I've done is just move the, well, that needs to go up there. All I've done is brought the route a bit further out, so let's have another go. I think it could probably come out a bit more. Let's try again. Move round to the next position. Hello, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to swap out, I don't know if you're getting this alright, let me bear this. This one in my left hand is the fatter bit. It's going to move to a slimmer one because I think that's too big, but that's the whole point of this jig build and swapping bits over and finding out what's going on. So I'll put the thinner bit in. Right folks, so here it is. Now I've been round the entire thing, some with the wider bit and some with the narrow bit. They feel like the narrow ones there, so it's a very sort of like pie crusty effect. So anyway, let's discuss. Has the jig worked? Yes, it has. It has enabled me to to use the router and power carve the rim safely without killing myself. It would need a fair bit of practice, and
1416 notifications.
That's you know, that's what we all have to do. We have to practice at things, and what I intend to do at some point, not right now, is get my rotary tool with a little drum sanding attachment, and I can tidy all these up and just make it probably not a piece that I would sell, but you know, once I've fettled with it with the rotary tool drum sander attachments, it'll be interesting, that's for sure. It's not the sort of effects that I was completely thinking of in my mind, but I am going to practice. One other consideration is if you could possibly make this out of steel, it'd be even better. This is fine, but just where I caught the side, I can feel it there. It's took a little bit of a gouge out, but that wouldn't affect it too big in too big a way. So that's it really. So I built the jig, it worked, I was able to use the router safely, and of course with lots of practice I could get better by making sure I had it set to the right depth, and even going out and buying a better router bit. I think that would be the case, one with the round point on it. These are flat bottomed, so yeah, definitely want to come back to, but it works, and not a fail, but a bit messy for a first time out. So anyway, I was just sharing that thought with you, and I hope you've gained something from it, and it's inspired you to take this design and make it your own and improve on it, and have lots of fun in the workshop just messing around with it. I've had a lot of fun doing it, and I've learnt a lot, so it's not a fail in that way. I better go and answer this phone anyway. So thank you everybody, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you all very soon for another video. And I'm at North Shields, Axminster all weekend doing a demo, so I'll be spending more time as this week progresses getting ready for that. So thank you everybody, bye.